Hello learners! Welcome back to reading class. This week's learning target is I can learn about art through narratives. Remember that narratives are stories that tell about things that happen, and art has a lot of different meanings. Yesterday you heard the story, Maybe Something Beautiful, about a little girl who changed her neighborhood through art, and it was the kind of art that was painting and murals on buildings. Today's story is called Ben's Trumpet, and it's about another kid who loves art, but it's a different kind of art. It's musical art, and he loves the sound of jazz, which is the type of musical art. He loves the sound of all of the jazz instruments, but especially the trumpet. As you hear this story today, you're going to be writing your thoughts and ideas in your little art book, thinking about these 3 questions, which are right on the back. The questions are, what do these books teach us about art in our world? Where do we see or hear art around us? And what art do we create? The little boy in this book creates art without an instrument or a paintbrush. Ben's Trumpet by Rachel Isadora. In the evening, Ben sits on the fire escape and listens to the music from the Zigzag Jazz Club. He joins in playing his trumpet. Sometimes he plays until very late at night and falls asleep in the hot night air. And I want you to take a look at Ben's trumpet. It's an imaginary trumpet. I'm going to let you hear a friend of mine read this story in a way where you can see the pictures better. So here it is, Ben's Trumpet.
Ben's Trumpet by Rachel Isadora. In the evening, Ben sits on the fire escape and listens to the music from the Zigzag Jazz Club. He joins in, playing his trumpet. Sometimes he plays until very late and falls asleep in the hot night air. Every day on his way home from school, Ben stops by the Zigzag Jazz Club. He watches the musicians practice. The pianist, the saxophonist, the trombonist, and the drummer. But most of all, Ben thinks the trumpeter is the cat's meow. Ben feels the rhythm of the music all the way home. He plays for his mama, grandmother, and baby brother. And for his papa and his friends. One day, Ben is sitting on the stoop and playing his trumpet. "I like your horn," someone says. It is the trumpeter from the Zigzag Jazz Club. Ben smiles and watches him walk to the club. The next day, after school, Ben stops and listens to the musicians practicing a red-hot piece. He starts blasting away his trumpet. Some kids in front of the candy store watch him. "Hey, what are you doing?" they yell. Ben stops and turns around. "What you think you're doing?" they ask again. "I'm playing my trumpet," Ben answers. "Man, you're crazy. You got no trumpet." They laugh and laugh. Ben puts his hands in his pockets and walks slowly home. He sits on the stoop and watches the blinking lights of the Zigzag Jazz Club. He sits there a long time, just watching. Down the street, the band comes out for a break. The trumpeter comes over to Ben. "Where's your horn?" he asks. "I don't have one," Ben says. The trumpeter puts his hand on Ben's shoulder. "Come on over to the club," he says, "and we'll see what we can do."
I hope you enjoyed the story as much as I did, and I'm excited to see what ideas you wrote in your little art notebook. Our learning target for our reading class today was I can learn about art through narratives. When you are all done with your reader's response notebook, you can come on back to this reading page and you can check out the next reading video, which is about an independent reading strategy. Ooh. All right, good luck, readers. Goodbye.